Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a good day thus far. Happy Humbug Wednesday, y'all. So if you are new here, welcome and thank you for stopping by. If you've been here before, welcome back. And you already know I appreciate you every time, you guys. So we definitely have a discussion today, y'all. Our discussion today will be on autism. Yeah, I got some pretty good information. So if that sounds like something you'd like to talk about or something you probably need to write down some notes about, hey, we're here and we're going to go ahead and do this, y'all. So anyway, I also have a package that comes from Temu this morning, y'all. It's a pretty nice one. I wanted to share it with you guys, but I was like, no, I think I want to do the discussion first. And then if there's enough time, if you guys don't mind, we can go ahead and share those things. I definitely don't mind, y'all. There are a couple of dresses, a brush that straightens your hair, sort of, or something like that. And just a couple of little things I ordered and I felt like I needed for church and for, you know, just in general, just different. You know how we are. They even have stockings, y'all. Some really cute ones. So I don't know if I got those in the bag yet, but I do have some nice things. Probably a few things I got Legend for his birthday. You know, he has a birthday coming up. So yeah. So hopefully we can share that. If you guys don't mind. But today, yes, our discussion is on autism, you guys. Um, if you guys want to know anything or if you have anything that you would like to share, just put it down in the drop box and I can check it out. And I'll definitely get back with you later. I have some new subscribers. I didn't write down the names. I will do that soon. But I want to take time to let you guys know I appreciate you right now so that I don't forget. So anyway, thank you guys for subscribing to me. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that, but I am back. So yeah, we're gonna discuss autism. Um, I worked 15 years monitoring preschoolers and special needs slash autistic children for, yeah, a little under 15 years. And I did not know that eventually my daughter would have her first child and the baby would end up being autistic. And also she works with autistic adults. So she's getting all the training she needs, you guys. When my grandbaby was born, he was a preemie. He was only a pound. He was a pound. And so he stayed in the incubator for 5+ months. He got out on the 6th month, or just about 5 months. I want to say it was a little over that, but anyway, he stayed in there most of his baby life, and he eventually gained weight and was able to come home. And he was a normal baby, super happy, always giggly wiggly and things like that. But once he turned 2 years old, I didn't notice a whole lot, so I was like, but he didn't have teeth, of course. Even at 2, he didn't start getting teeth until he was almost 3. And so I want to say he was 2.5 when he finally started getting teeth in his mouth. So he was really, really, really behind. And so it was at that time that I noticed, and I was like, I told my daughter, I said, I don't think Legend is going to be normal. I don't like to use that word, so. But at that time, dealing with her, that was the only word I could think of. So later on, I was like, I don't think he's going to be just a little bit precious, a little bit special, And she was like, what do you mean? And I really diagnosed him before the doctors or anyone else did. Even before his teacher, he was going to school from the time he was, as soon as he turned 6 months old. Um, we would, she would get on the video with him and talk to his teacher or about different things. And so he went to school online for about until he turned 4. And so yeah, we learned some things along the way, quite a few things, y'all. And I did write down some good advice. You guys might want to write the notes down, or maybe you already know, so that's even good too. So anyway, today is Wednesday. I will not be cooking anything, y'all. I'm not cooking at all. Probably gonna do salad, I don't know, or maybe spaghetti, I don't know. Actually, we still have spaghetti left, but Legend eats a lot of that, y'all. Just to let you guys know, a lot of autistic children are on a spectrum, and they're also very, very, very picky. And so Legend, when he finally got off the bottle, actually he didn't get off the bottle till he was 3, but when he finally got off the bottle, while he was still yet on the bottle, they stopped giving them formula at a year old. Then they want you to give them the homogenized milk. So I didn't do that. I went to the store. I was in prayer, and it's like the Lord just led me to what I needed to get for him. And I was like, wow, because I've never seen that type of milk before. And so it was new to me. And when we got that milk, he liked it. And that's what he drank up until he turned 3 years old. And then, so from 3 years old, from 2 to 3 years old, on to 4 years old, he did that type of milk and juice. And now he's 5. He'll be 6 this month. He drinks apple juice, but he loves water. I hate to say this, but sometimes we have to hide water from him because he drinks so much. He completely soaks his clothes, his diaper, because he's not potty trained yet. And so we don't want that. And he's come a long ways. He used to only eat French fries, McDonald's French fries. So now he's doing something different, you guys. He loves lasagna. He loves French fries, McDonald's chicken nuggets. He loves bread. He loves raisin bread. He loves toast, but you have to put jelly on it. And one second, y'all. Okay, guys, I apologize. I am back.
Yeah.
I had to
I'm eating
go and check something out.
I'm checking the
Someone had to come and look at the garbage disposer.
No.
I had been looking for my ring that went on my thumb, and the garbage disposer broke down. Stop. And he just showed me why, y'all. My ring was in there. He pulled it out, and now I gotta take it somewhere and have it fixed, have it sanded down and everything. I was wondering, where's my ring? That's where it was. So anyway, back to our discussion, you guys, on autism. I wrote down a lot of notes. Oh, excuse me. And so yeah, as I was saying, I was the one who diagnosed him until we eventually took him once he turned 5. I don't know why she waited so long, y'all. We took him to an actual doctor. Actually, she had to. That's when they required her to, because he gets Social Security. So she took him at 5 years old, and the doctor diagnosed him. But the doctor was really confused, like, why hasn't he been diagnosed? He's clearly, it only took me a second to be able to let you know that he has autism. So anyway, He's a wonderful kid, y'all. He's so lovable. He came along. Um, my daughter had him. He came along right when, same year, my brother got killed, and that really took a toll on me. So it's almost like he was my little angel that God sent to just comfort me. And that's what he was, a big comfort to me, you all. So I thank God for him. And so I did write some notes down that I want to share with you all. A lot of people, um, well, not a lot of people. I'm in this group on Facebook in case any of you need to join a group. That'll help you to learn more about autism children. Um, I gotta find my. Oh, I got them. Um, they have a lot of different groups on there concerning autism children. They share pictures and posts. It's a very wonderful thing to get involved in, y'all. It's a big help and it teaches you a lot. So if it's anything you need to know, or if anything that confuses you, you go on there and they have the answers for it. Okay, so yeah, they have a lot of different groups that you can join. Um, you can Google a lot of different, and get a lot of information, because there is a lot that you need to know if you're dealing with autism children or autistic children. And the thing that gets me, that really busts my bubble, is that there are other people. I just can't even, I don't even know what type of field to put them in, so I won't. Let's just say, whenever I'm out shopping, you guys, and Legend do something he shouldn't do, or maybe he'll have a meltdown and he's really loud and stuff like that. So many times, and I'm just going to be honest, so many times, Caucasian is always, it's always, I'm just going to be honest, whether a person likes it or not, it's always Caucasian people. When I'm out shopping, Legend has his little meltdowns and he's wanting this and wanting that, and he can't have it, so he starts to, and I'll tell them, or my daughter will tell them, we apologize, he's autistic, and sometimes it's just so hard getting him. And they'll say, and I do repeat, oh, no, it's okay. I can pretty much tell he's autistic. Don't worry about him. He's okay. He's okay. Hi, Legend. And they'll start talking to him. Hi, sweetie. But people like me, and I'm sorry, I'm not dogging us, but I'm saying people like me, even in your own family, will be like, oh, there ain't nothing wrong with him. He need a whooping. What? He just need his whooped. Really? I just have a problem. My problem is not with Caucasian and Black, or Caucasian and African American. My problem is with wanting to educate yourself on different situations, especially when you have to deal with that situation. And if you don't know anything about it, educate yourself on it. Educate yourself. And so because of attitudes like that, of not understanding and not wanting to understand and thinking you know everything and thinking a child just needs to be beat and he's not autistic, autistic kids are smart. Yeah, but I'm going to explain something to you concerning that. Because of that attitude, we don't let anybody babysit Legend. I'm pretty much the sole babysitter when my daughter goes to work. And I don't mind. I don't mind. Hey, I said don't do that. Don't talk to Alexa while I'm doing the video, okay? Thank you. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But there just comes a time when you have to educate yourself. You have to, unless, I'm going to tell you a joke. Maybe adults who keep saying ain't nothing wrong with them, maybe they're autistic too. I can't even say that, because my daughter works with autistic adults, and they're so sweet. I can't even picture them saying anything like that. They're just So lovable, you guys. The thing with dealing with autistic children or people, you have to have a lot of love. You do. You have to portray a lot of love, a lot of patience, a lot of kindness. If you don't have those qualities, you're just not going to make it. Because there are times when I've seen my daughter's face, and there were times where she looked like she just wanted to break down and cry because it sometimes it can be a bit much. But you have some great days, though. You have some times where they're just so awesome. I mean, the whole day goes perfect, especially if you know how to deal with them. And so many times I have to let her know, when you tell him to do things, don't tell him a whole bunch of things. Just tell him one thing to do. Watch him and make sure he does it. If he needs assistance, there's nothing wrong with giving him assistance. But don't tell him 3 or 4 or 5 things to do. I don't even do that for a child if they're not autistic. I just tell them, hey, I want you to pick up all your toys and put them in a box. Get all your toys and put them in a box. You can tell him that. Pick up all your toys, Legend, and put them in the box. He'll do it, but he'll get retracted. So he may do it for a minute, and then he'll start doing something else. So that's where you sit and tell him, no, we have some more. Look, we have some more to go right into the box. We have more. And that's kind of, and then also when they have breakdowns, sometimes it's harder when they have a meltdown outside of home, like if you're out grocery shopping or whatever. It's really difficult when they have meltdowns in places like that compared to when they have a meltdown at home. Because when they have a meltdown at home, you can easily retract their thinking. You can start talking about happy moments and praising them and telling them how much you love them. And it takes a couple of minutes, but then they calm down eventually. But out in public, if they're having a meltdown, and then because they're looking at everybody around them while having the meltdown, it's not easy to calm them down because they're having that meltdown, but at the same time they're aware of their surroundings. So they're taking in everybody that's around them, and especially if they're looking at him weird or something like that. But there are ways to calm them down and to talk sweetly. There are just so many ways that you can calm them down, and there are also ways to get them to go to sleep. One of the ways I found out that autistic children, and this is probably not for all of them, you guys. I know that all artistic children are not the same, but they do have a lot of the same things going on in their lives, like sensory, like they need sensory toys. They I need to put on my glasses, y'all. I cannot see without my sexy specs. Like the stemming, most of them deal with stemming, whether it's the same way that your child does or the way another person's child does. Either way, they're still stemming. And some people try to stop that. We don't stop Legend from stemming because I found out that helps to keep him calm, especially in different circumstances. That really does help to keep him calm, y'all. So you don't stop them from stemming. My advice would be, if it's not bothering anybody, let them stem. It calms them down. But if they're hurting themselves or someone around them, then you redirect. Let them stem, but show them something else they can do or something like that. All right. So like I said, I do have a few things written down. I'm going to share that with you all. This is really good information. I hope you guys can use it. So as I said, the discussion on today, if you're just now logging on and you're just stopping by, we're discussing today, our discussion today is on autism. Okay? I wrote down 10 key things to remember when dealing with autistic children. 10 key things to remember when dealing with autistic children. I remember one year I was on the bus and I had a 13-year-old autism child. And I noticed that sugar, or I'll just say candy. I didn't look at it like, oh, he's taking in a lot of sugar. I didn't look at it like that because I only would give him one a day. I always kept peppermints or some type of nice flavored candy. And when he got on the bus, he always looked forward to it. And that would just keep him calm the whole ride home. He just had a great day. And so one day, his mom got on the bus and she was like, Miss Mary, I have to ask a question. Are you giving Denim candy? Are you giving him candy? I said, yes. I said, that is one of the things that helps to calm him down. It helps him to have a better ride home. And, I don't have to deal with him possibly wanting to kick me, which he would try, or whatever he did that helped him to get over the craving or whatever was going on with him. He did STEM, and which I know was normal. So I always let him do that. That kept him calm. But then he would STEM and just do what he do. But after a while, he would be like, "Where's my candy?" And I'd be like, I hope he's not saying what I'm saying. He'll go, "I want candy." And I was like, okay, sweetie, here's your candy. I would try to hold off as long as I could. But anyway, his mom was like, "Are you giving him candy?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Please don't give that to him." I said, "Why not?" She said, "When he gets home, he is expecting me to give him that all day." I said, "Really?" And I had to tell her, I said, "Well, I only give it to him once a day, on the way home, because I always tell him, you did a good job yesterday going home, and here's another piece of candy." And I had to stop giving it to him because, she didn't want him to have that. And so what did I have to do? I had to retract his actions when he'd be on the bus. He'd be wanting to kick and bawling out and whatever. So I had to come up with a plan where we could get him home safely and he still would have a good ride, because he just didn't seem to have a great ride unless he had that candy. And so eventually the only thing I did was I just started talking to him, spending more time with him. Even though he wouldn't say anything, he would say yes and no. He didn't, not a big conversation, just yes or no. And, maybe I gave him crackers or no sugar. I definitely had to stop that, y'all. So, yeah. The things that you have to go through when dealing with autistic children, but the sweetness in them, just looking at how sweet they are and how lovable they are. And I tell my daughter all the time, you have to have patience. You have to have patience. Nobody said that you're going to automatically have patience, but practice at having patience. It'll make your day better and his too, because it doesn't make sense to not have patience and he's having a meltdown and you're just going to cause him to bawl up against you and want to keep going through whatever it is he's going through, keep throwing a temper tantrum. And so many times when Legend goes through that, I can say 3 or 4 things, y'all, and he will start smiling. I mean, I can easily retract his mind. It's just so easy. And so I think it just takes practice with other children. They're not all the same, but there are easy ways that you can cause them to calm down just the same. They go through the same things. Okay, so you can't play with my mirror. All right, so one of the 10 things that I wrote down is for you to keep language simple and direct by using short sentences. When you want to conversate with them, it's all good. They can be talkative if they're verbal. Legend is very talkative. I mean, sometimes I look at him like I'll turn my head the other way just so he can be quiet, and it doesn't even work. But yeah, just keep sentences short. Yeah, and simple. Number 2, use visual by showing, not just telling. So sometimes if you want them to do something, you take them and show them. I've done that with Legend plenty of times. I want you to pick this up and throw it in the box. Now pick up a toy and I'll throw it in the box so that he knows which box, or knows that it needs to go in the box. It can just be one box there, and he may take it and throw it on another part of the floor. So you have to take it, pick it up, and go to the box and drop it in there a few times so that he can get it. So number 3 is you have to be patient while they process. Give them extra time to understand and give them extra time to respond, because they might not respond when you want them to. You can't get all raveled up. And you can't be like, boy, what did I just tell you to do? Get up, because you're going to cause them to spaz out. They're going to be like, what did I do? What's wrong with her? Give them time to comprehend and get everything that you said, and then give them a little extra time to go ahead and do it. That's what you do. You keep an eye on them. Keep them together. Keep them tracked. You don't want to, if he goes off and starts doing something else when you told him to do one thing, then you simply go over and grab them and then walk them to it and say, this is what I need you to do. Pick that up and put it in the box. And they will do it. And that keeps them from being all over the place in their thinking also. Okay. Number 4, respect sensory needs. Be aware of overstimulation from lights, sound, or textures. So many times, Legend, he loves the lights on. So the overstimulation from lights and stuff like that, I've only seen that happen a few times. I haven't seen that happen a lot, because he constantly turns the lights on, even in the daytime. And I have to be like, no, it's daytime. We need the lights off. And, so I don't know. But I don't think, I'm not sure if he gets overstimulated from lights. Maybe a light like what I got up, like this light here, my ring light, he probably would, because the lighting is different. But just from lights in the ceiling and stuff like that, I don't think that bothers him. Okay, so number 5 is create predictable routines. Consistency reduces anxiety. So if you're going to have them to do anything, when you're telling them how to pick up their toys, do it every day and do the same thing. Don't just also be like, I need you to pick them up and throw them in the closet today. You can't do that, because then the next day you're telling them, no, pick it up and we want it in a box. That will totally confuse them. So you want to stay on that same path, whether it's a month from now, 2 months from now. You always have them to pick up their toys and put it in a box. Put them in the box. If you don't have a box, get another box, because that's what he's used to doing. Okay. Now this is a good one. Focus on their strengths and their positives. Build on the things that you know they can do well. This will help to build their confidence and learning. Legend is good at reading. You guys, he'll be 6 years old in a couple of weeks. He has been reading since he was 3 fluently. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how. But he reads really great. So there are times when I'm doing something, if I can't find my glasses, I'll say, Legend, read this to me. And he reads it to me. So that's kind of what this is saying. Focus on what you know they're super good at and have them to do it all the time, because they're good at it. And when they're good at something, they know it. They know it. All you have to do is look at their attitude and look on their face. They know when they're good at stuff, So anything that you know they're good at, like he loves math, and you can't ask him what's 5 times 5, because he probably won't know. But if you say, what are 5 5s, he's going to say, 25, because that's how he says his times table. So build on the things that build and focus on the things that you know they're really good at. teach them social skills, helping them to learn how to join in. So if you're at home and you're having a nice little conversation, include him in. If it's a family type conversation, bring him along and include him in so that he learns how to how to have conversations and things like that. You have to teach them. Number 8 is don't force eye contact. If they don't want eye contact when you're talking to them, don't hey, look at me. Don't do them like that. You got to remember they're autistic. They got a lot of things going on up here. They look at things a whole lot different than you do sometimes. So you don't do that, because that's going to cause them to, I don't know, it causes a drawback and a pushback where they want to push you back. And number 9 is give clear instructions that they can follow. Like if you're walking somewhere or if you're taking them on a little stroll, just simply tell them, walk on the grass, sweetie. Walk on the grass.
One step
or
to the porch.
Walk on the sidewalk. Don't tell them 2 or 3 different things.
Walk into the porch.
Or don't walk on the grass. You got to walk over here. No, that's not the direction you would give them. You would tell them simply walk on the sidewalk. Or walk on the grass. Or if you're going upstairs, walk slowly up the stairs.
8.
Don't hurry up and run all the way upstairs. No. Walk slowly up the stairs. On your way down, walk slowly down the stairs. You have to give them clear, straight sentences. And it helps them to focus too. Number 10, which is the last one. It's not the least. I mean, it's not the last, but it's just the least. So we're gonna stop right here on this one. You got to provide alone time. This one's very important too. I had a habit of, I love being around Legend at 3, 4, whatever. But I noticed over time, I was noticing that like if he was downstairs, I would go downstairs because you can't leave them alone for a long period of time. So he was downstairs, I would go downstairs like, I was looking for you. I'm going to sit down here with you. So after about 5 minutes, he goes upstairs like, she's invading my space. And I really didn't look at it like that. So you have to provide alone time for them, because the alone time is often a restorative time for them. It gives them time to process everything that's gone on for the day, and it gives them time to regroup themselves and get themselves calmed back down, y'all. Okay, so I had to learn. I learned and knew a lot of this, but I didn't know, if that makes any sense. I had to actually read it for myself. And I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of knew this,
1, 2, 3.
So it's that good information is always so good, y'all. And then I wrote down 6 things that you shouldn't do with an autistic child. And I'm going to make the 6 things really quick. Don't let them think that autism is bad. Or don't let them feel like something is wrong with them. Don't do that. They're just as lovable and as equal to any other child. That's how you make them feel. Don't make them feel different, and don't make them feel like something is wrong with them. That's number 1. Number 2 is don't complicate their task. Give them clear, I think we just discussed that though. Give them clear directions and be there in case they need assistance. Number 3 is don't suddenly change routines. I think we discussed this one too. Maintain a stable routine to prevent sensory overload and meltdown. So if you're telling them so many different things to do and you're getting on them because they haven't done it, what are they going to do? They're going to buckle up against you, and they're going to have a meltdown, and they're going to begin to scream. And everything I notice when it comes to, at least with him, is screaming. And if you don't want that, don't be the problem. Be the solution. Okay? Number 4, don't compare them to other children. Celebrate their uniqueness and their unique achievements. Celebrate them. Let them know they're loved and they're special to you, simply because they're special to you because they're your baby. They're your child, or they're your grandchild, or they're your nephew or your niece. That's why they're special. Don't make them feel like you're special because you're autistic. No. You're special because you're a child and you're mine. You're a child and you're my niece, you're my nephew, or however, you know. Number 5, don't speak, and this is a really good one, y'all. Don't speak in metaphors. Don't do that. Use literal language. Use clear literal language. You have to make sure that they understand you. You have to be the one to make sure that they understand you. Number 6, don't yell or rush them. That's another one of the worst things you can do, is to just yell, 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 rush, rush, rush. When you do that, you're creating a catastrophe. If you're going to treat them like that and you keep going on and on and on as they get older, you're going to create a monster. Don't yell and don't rush them. Matter of fact, never yell. I know it can be a headache, not them, meaning the situation. Sometimes it's hard, it's not always easy, but don't yell or rush them. Remain calm and be patient, because when you do that, Legend, get back. When you do that, it'll reduce stress and it'll also reduce anxiety. Because you know, a lot of times children with autism go through a lot of anxiety, and that's not good. They go through a lot of anxiety, and so you can help to calm that process by remaining calm and being a whole lot more patient with them. Okay, guys, last but not least, don't stop whatever you do. Don't stop their stimming. Legend, get back. Don't stop their stimming. Stimming helps them to cope with overwhelming moments or situations. So instead of stopping them, all you do is try to redirect it, especially if it causes harm to him, to himself, or to others around him. Then you simply just redirect it, but you never stop it. We let Legend stim as much as he have to, y'all. And as a matter of fact, he owns about 10 spatulas. I wished I had them all right here in front of me. I would show them to you. Get up, please. He has 10 spatulas, and this is what he does with the spatulas. He does that all day, and it keeps him calm. It really keeps him calm. And when and the reason we have so many is when he couldn't find one, I'm going to tell you right now, we would rush out and get him another one. I'm not kidding, because that meant a more peaceful day or a more peaceful night for us. So yes, let them stim. I mean, it's only going to be of a help to you also. Okay, so that is all the great advice. I hope you guys were able to write down this stuff. If you're not, you can always go back and look at this video, y'all. If you would like more of this information, all you have to do is go to autismparentingmagazine.com. Okay, that's autismparentingmagazine.com. There is so much information on there for you guys. And as I said, y'all, to love a child with autism, all it takes is a lot of love, patience, and most importantly, it takes a lot of prayer. It takes a lot of prayer, you all, because there are some things Legend went through, and I know because of prayer, he's not going through that anymore. He used to get sick a lot and have to regurgitate, and he would regurgitate everything until there was nothing left, even the lining of his stomach. And they would give him, we went to the hospital, took him to the hospital so many times for that, and they would give him medicine that stopped the vomiting until his stomach calmed down, and that was it. So I decided, like I was telling my daughter, like we don't want to keep taking him and they're giving him the same medicine. We're gonna pray for him. So we prayed for him, and I just felt it in my spirit. I was like, ginger. I just feel that ginger would help him, and I thank God, because I know it was God who dropped that in my spirit. So we give him ginger and not even a lot, every blue moon. You just take a piece of ginger, cut the skin off, drop it in some water, big bottle of water, and give him some of that water every so often. And if it gets super strong with the ginger, you add more water to it to lighten it up. But that has done wonders for anybody who needs to know. If your child gets to the point where they're throwing up a lot, and it's because of who knows what it's what. I used to think that it was the milk, but he's not on milk anymore, so it's not the milk. But ever since I've been using the ginger, he's only had that happen maybe one time, maybe a few months ago, and it had been a long time before that happened. That hadn't happened in a long time, y'all. So I know the ginger is working. I know, and thank God for prayer, because like I say, if it wasn't for us praying, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you don't know how to deal with autistic children. Sometimes you don't know what to do for them. You know, he's come a long ways. There was a time when he didn't eat anything. All he drank was protein shakes, and he ate French fries for 3 years, I'll say. Now he loves protein shakes, but he does, like I told you, McDonald's, spaghetti, lasagna. That's all. Just thinking, praise God, that he is coming along really nicely, y'all. And no, I know it's not easy, and I'm pretty sure, you know, that there are times when you just want to give up, but don't give up. Those are our babies, and they love you, and you love them. Love them back. Love them more and more and more and more. Even when they don't want to be loved, love them back, y'all. My sister has her child was autistic, and today he's in his 3rd year of college, and he's on the dean's list. So we just need to love them and be there for them, y'all. That's all. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's going to be another part, because once I'm finished, I'm not going to connect them together. I'm just going to do a separate video so I can share some things with you guys that I received from Temu on today, y'all. So happy Wednesday. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I hope this information helped you guys. I hope it was beneficial. Please share this video, y'all. I know this video would help somebody. There are always so many babies being born in Michigan that are autistic, and it's overwhelming, because people are like, wow, that's all the time. There's always a baby being born that's autistic. We don't know why. We don't know what's going on. But, you know, the one thing we can do is share the love by simply sharing all the information we have with one another. So please like, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. I'm sure it will help someone else. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to me, go ahead. What are you waiting for? Go ahead. We have discussions here. We have prayer here. We do it all. Everyday Life with Ann J. That would be me. Everyday Life with Ann Jackson. Okay, so thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to say a quick prayer. Lord, I thank you for everybody here today, God. I thank you, Lord, for the discussion we had on autism. I pray, Lord, that those who have autistic babies or autistic adult children, I pray, Lord, that you give us more love for them, more joy, God, more patience, Lord, and that you would bless them, God. Bless their minds, the babies. Bless them, Lord, whether they're autistic or not. Bless them, Lord, to be better children. Bless them that as they get older, they'll become great adults. Bless them, Lord. Hallelujah. Surround them with love and favor from others. In Jesus' name, Lord. Bless every household represented here. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all, and I love you guys. I see you in the next video.